What's up, it's your boy Zero Brew, come back at you with another video. And yes, I'm still in my work clothes. There's a reason for that. Check out the next video on this. But I just wanted to do a quick video because we do have the Heroes Path event that's going on right now, and just kind of what I'm doing. Normally I would be streaming tonight, just don't have the time, and work has been killing me right now. For myself, I went for April and I went for Raphael. Now, of course, this doesn't apply to you if you did not go for them. But what I will say is Raphael is a nuker, and you're going to want to get his 5-star blessing, mainly 4-star blessing for his crit damage. Okay, again, I don't even have him geared yet, but he will have insane crit damage with his normal gear on. Plam, where's our swap back gear? And then I will say April, because she's essentially a controller. By the way, she can do damage, so if you saw our other video with her, she actually has some decent hits and multipliers on her items. And again, that's kind of tough. It's kind of like Sun Wukong, right? Like you can build him as a control champion and give him tons of accuracy and all that stuff, or you can build him as a super nuker. Well, because he's a super nuker, I suggest always going that route. However, you can build him as a controller where you're guaranteed to do kind of his manipulation stuff. Same thing can be said for her. Now, obviously, she's the only champion in the game that has nullify, so you're going to want to get the 5-star soul to get the accuracies so she can land these items, right? That's the major thing. But I will say she can also hit. So if you give her some crit rate and some attack and crit damage, she will actually hit pretty hard. So that 4 stars will help her as well, right? So let's take a look at the Heroes Path event. I know a lot of people have put Halloween Path, I guess is what they're calling it, Halloween Path. Everyone that is going for Sanguine, aka Bloody Mary, you all have to go get this token right here, and which means you have to get 1 key, right? So you go down one path. Let's say you grab this key, and then once you grab this key, you can go grab these legendary tokens, and then come right here and grab Raphael, right? Now, what I'll say is you grab the key and you gotta come down here and go grab the token. Now that's if you're skipping Raphael and or April, right? So for me, I'm not planning on doing that. So what am I going to have to do? Now, I will say Primal Shards did get a boosted summoning chance. I think usually this is about, I don't know, 1,500 points or so. We do have a bunch of sacred shards. And of course, we got the Leo event that is coming. So that is also the other thing that's kind of weighing in our mind. So for me personally, what I'm going to do is, and a day has already passed since everything has kind of come out, but what I'm planning on doing is I'm going to capitalize on all 2 days and 7 hours that are left. So I am going to be streaming Thursday night. Come in, hang out with us on Twitch and YouTube. If you want to see the shard pulls live, we'll make a video out of that as well. However, we're going to capitalize on this. So basically everything I'm going to do for spiders and essentially dungeon divers, because that's we call them dungeon divers, but whatever, gear hunters is what they call it now. But basically all those points are going to get added up here, and that's just less shards we have to pull. Then we'll pull those shards at the very end to get us what we need to get. So that's what I suggest to everyone out there is, if you went for April and you went for Raphael, if you actually think you want to use them or whatnot, strongly recommend getting these 5-star soul for them. I was kind of hoping that they would do this, and they did do it. So I'm not going to complain about how tough and how draining of resources all of these events have been. And honestly, it's been extremely draining. And of course, we still have the Leo over our head. In fact, I used all my energy to go and get my fragment summon, not my fragment summon, my summoning pool. So watch us pull a duplicate Raphael with this. And this event ends in 2 days and 7 hours. But I do think that the remnant summons here, whatever these things called, these don't count toward those points, which is kind of crappy. If we had a champ chase, it would count for that. So we'll pull this on Thursday night as well. And yeah, that's just kind of the tip. And I will say, once this event's over, I think we're all looking for a long break, but I'm sure there'll be a Thanksgiving fusion that's going to come out or something like that, and we're gonna have to get right back at it. But we went for the last fusion. We're going for Bloody Mary. We went and grabbed April. We went and did the card flips for Raphael. Now we're going to go for their souls. And now we got Maria. We got Maria's soul potentially, and we got Leo's soul and Leo coming in the game. That being said, we're going to have to be very conservative with our resources. And I really don't want to pull primals, but I'll have to do the maths on it on Thursday night. And I just suggest that you do the maths on it as well. But until that time, we'll have to see how far we get with our spider tournament. And then I guess the final thing I'll say about the Heroes Path is you don't have to go get the second key. And remember, there are 50 bonus points in this event, and you do have to go through this 10,000 points relic item. What is this thing called? Basalt. Always forget the names for these little things because there's 1,800,000 currencies in this game. Thank you, Plarium. And now we got little pumpkin currencies that we got to go get as well. This is wild. I hope the EU cracks down on these currency conversions with their legislation they got coming on. If you're in the EU, you know what I'm talking about, Consumer Protection Act. But that being said, we got the basalts here. But once you do get this extra key, and you can come down, because it is cheaper to go down this left side than it is to go down the right side and get the legendary book. And then of course you get the legendary fragments as well. So if you do get this, it's only an extra, 19,000 points to get the double fragments here, or at least get an extra one that allows you to skip an event down the future. So let's take a look at this event, see what I would potentially skip.
Real quick, click the link in my description to get a free Karato as well as Annex, Ugo, and Mausoleum Mage as you level up. Here's how to do it. Log out of Player and Play on the PC and uninstall. Click the link in my description and register with a brand new email. Launch raid and complete the tutorial. Go to your inbox and claim your first champion. Get an awesome start in Raid Shadow Legends with your free Karata Fox Hunter as well as 3 epic champions. Hit the link below and claim them today. I'll see you in the game. Woo!
So shout out to my boy Fastidious here. I love this tool, the Fusion Planner. He does a fantastic job with this. And you can see we already have everything all marked. It stores it for you as we were going through. So today is Tuesday, actually. So we are in the middle of the spider. We're in the middle of this hero's path, and actually gear enhancement has started, and we have champ training starting tomorrow. So this gives you the ability to look ahead, keep track of things, and then kind of see, you know, what you're going to skip. So if you go down here and grab these 50 tokens, which I'm going to take off, right? You see it make the change down here below, right? Which is kind of cool. So say you've got 2 of them. It tracks also your summons here. But what I'll say is, if I were to collect these 125 that are in the ongoings today, probably what I would skip at the end would be nothing, honestly, because we got Fire Knight is going to overlap with Hero's Path as well, so we can farm out both of those. Champ Training is going to go. Technically, you can do some of that. That would count towards Hero's Path too if you use your 12-3 Brutal or whatnot. So if anything, maybe I skip the Gear Hunters event. That's probably what I would skip, because technically you're going to get Gear Hunters here. So either I'm probably going to skip that and just get my souls and be done with it, forego the 50 and just guarantee the grind out here, because you do have Fire Knight. We also have that overlaps this Gear Hunters. I think this Gear Hunter will be the tough one to get, probably. We do have one gear enhancement event. We got the one that's going on now, but I got so much silver, I don't even know what to do with myself. So anyway, I don't know if that's helpful to any of you. That's what I'm doing personally, and that's my suggestions if you did go for these champions, and why to go for their souls. You may be sitting on the fence with the Leo event kind of waning in the back of your mind, and here's the deal: it is what it is, and the Leo event is going to cost a lot too. And if you don't want to break the wallet, break the bank, I'm not telling you to break the bank or the wallet. That's where you get to make your decisions. Say, you know what, I can't go for Raphael or her and make those sacrifices, right? But that's just kind of what I do and kind of what I'm going through in my mind. So hopefully this is helpful to someone out there. You do you, boo boo. I'm not making any suggestions other than the pros and cons of going for each, especially with the other thing coming on. And I will say, once this event ends, I think we have event fatigue. Plarium has crammed the most amount of stuff together. And, you know, I've personally participated, and I know a lot of people have been a little bit frustrated with this, and they're just looking forward to the event to end, which is kind of sad, because I thought the Turtles was one of their best collabs they've had in the game. So, I don't know, let me know what you think in the comments. Are you ready for this to end? Are you still all in on this, or are you just wild fatigue? I know some people have said, hey, I'm quitting the game, this is too much, it's just way too much. So let me know where you stand on this, and do all the things, like, subscribe, and thanks for all the love and support. I appreciate it. Can't do this without you. We'll holler at you next time. Zero Brew out. Bye.